Hey everybody, what's up? It is Dom here back once again. We're talking pro wrestling sim. It's been a hot second since we've talked about some of the updates here for PWS. First off, you can see that we do have a nice UI change here for the game. Don't worry, you can still use your custom screens. You can even have some of the other ones there that are enabled in your settings. Nonetheless, though, let's talk about some of these updates. First off is the ability to shortlist a wrestler. So boom, I can go and shortlist 110 Kanagami Tyan, I believe that's his name. I go and add the filter here for shortlisted and make sure it's true. And boom, you can see I already have Dean Ambrose set up there. And I can go and remove the shortlist here. Once I reapply it, he's back off the list. It really helps you to be able to receive notifications for wrestlers when their contract's expiring. Keep an eye on how they're doing. Say, okay, where's Dean going? Is he getting better or worse? So that's a pretty cool thing to do with the shortlisting there. Next up, let's talk about events here. I've already gone and set up a specific date event, which is HPW Gone to Japan. How this works here is you go in, create the event, switch it to specific, and you could even set the date. So say, for instance, you're setting up some touring events. Say, for instance, you want to have an event like this one where you want to take it out of the country. Say, for instance, maybe like you're having a 4th of July event, and you want to have a big one there, or a Christmas event, but you don't typically have a show, or you might not have a show that day, or house shows, stuff like that. So, and these are all very unique cases there. That's what I love about having the flexibility of how you book and the reason why you want to book this is really cool. So, and you can even go in here to your network deal and set up a deal for those events also, which is really, really nice. Let's go to book an event here, and I want to go test out some of those features here. I haven't actually gone and done this, but I've had a lot of trouble in the past with dragging and moving teams over. But it seems like it's I can't double click to bring the teams in here. Let me go and remove all these teams one more time. Yeah, I don't believe I'm able to go and double click and add the teams, but dragging the teams over is working way better. I had so much trouble. I don't know about you guys, moving these teams over. It was a pain in the butt. I don't have any stables here. Dang. If I go to angles, let's try the angles out also, because I know this is another one. So if I go and you can see where it starts to highlight and you can move. Boom. That is perfect. Also, your default angle is now set to a promo, which is way more useful, in my opinion, than starting off at the very top with the tack and then switching it out there. I really like that as I usually use promos more than anything else. So that's really, really helpful there. From the roster page here, I can actually see what chemistry my wrestlers have. So instead of going into global and relationship, or going into settings and add the database there to see the different chemistry and relationships, I can see everything here. I believe we already had relationships, but now we can see the chemistry, so you can tell who not to team people with, who to team them with, which is fairly useful there. Let's see what else changes we have. Oh yeah, we do have another change. If I hit Shift Tab, the game now has a Steam overlay, which is very interesting. So that makes me very happy with some of the Steam stuff going on. If we can get some workshop integration and trading cards and stuff like that, that's going to be awesome also. All right, and I've gone and thrown together a match here. We can see that there has been some changes here for the setting. No changes for how the popularity was set up here. A couple updates back, there was an update that made it easier for have those popularity gains, which I really appreciate there, not only for the wrestlers but also the company to really makes it a lot better, balancing out the long term of this game, when it comes to popularity, finances, all that there. So you can see how the scoring is here. It's now taken into account, like Austin Theory and Yodosuji, based on the psychology of the wrestlers, their stamina, as well as like the crowd reaction plays a lot more into it now, not just that match equality. Because typically these two before actually would have probably a really good match, but taking into account a lot of other factors now is something you have to take much more account of when you're booking now. So I just went through this together You still see the segments are still doing pretty good. Some of the bigger matches are doing better. You know, I did have this one as a it was a Texas death match. Here it's listed as there. Speaking of that, that would be very nice. Hopefully for an update to be able to import match types, because I know there's a bunch of mods that have a lot of match types added, and I would just bloat the heck out of my database here with all the new match types and angles. I think that'd be pretty cool if we could get like some importation for that also, not just for like the networks and wrestlers, but let's see here how the main event did. So the main event was okay, and I don't think we really went anywhere. No popularity change in North America, but we did gain some popularity in Asia and Oceania, Africa, Europe, and Latin America. So with that being said, everybody, that's gonna do it here for Pro Wrestling Sim. Stay tuned for more streams where we're just chilling, playing the game and whatnot. And stay tuned for more updates for this game. I love covering it here. And stay tuned for all more wrestling news on the channel as we approach some very, very interesting times. All right, everybody, take care. Peace out.